Hello and welcome to this week's Cari Connects. I am Psychic Medium Cari Muggs, and each week I pull a card from a deck to let you know what's coming up for the week and the signs and symbols to watch for. So this is a new deck this week. It's called the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I got it a couple weeks ago at Healing Hands. So the reason why I'm choosing this deck this week is because we do have a full moon coming up this week. We have it on the, I think, the 31st. It's that we had 2 full moons this month, plus a lot of stuff going on in between. So it's been kind of a crazy month, lots of energy going up and down. So this deck is beautiful. It's by Stacy DeMarco. And on the back of each card is the full moon phases in a circle, which, if you know me, I love circles because circles hold a lot of power. And each card inside is very beautiful, has some sort of moon analogy to it. So, and I love everything about the moon. So, okay, so this week is going to be, last week I just wanted you guys to know, so when we pulled the card and it was the butterflies and the seeing eye, the word boho, I guess, is Spanish for owl. So an owl would have been a sign last week too, and I didn't know that, and that's why the owl eyes, it was kind of cool. So if you saw owls last week, that would be why. So a lot of times I do these things spur of the moment. I don't have a written response. I don't have it all written down what I'm going to say. And so it's just, and my ADHD brain just goes blah, 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 blah. So it's just bear with me some weeks because it's just, I try and pull it in intuitively. And sometimes I don't know the words and all the things. And I did not know that that was a word for owl, but that's kind of cool now. So you learn something every week, right? Oh, wow. So this is the Hunter Moon. Now this week is not the Hunter Moon. This week is the Blue Moon, but the Hunter Moon brings in the fall and it brings in abundance, which is cool. So this week is going to be full of abundance. It's going to be full of new things. It's going to be full of overabundance, like what are those called at Thanksgiving? Those caricopias or whatever. Full of abundance. So I guess that might be a sign this week. So lots of animals in this week's signs and symbols. We'll go over that, and I'll post this card if you need to see a picture of it on my Instagram, and also in the newsletter that comes out every week with Cari Connects. So this week is going to be good because it's a full moon and it's full of abundance. So this week's going to bring in lots of abundance. Now, here's the thing. I don't want you to think that abundance is only financial or only money energy, because abundance can be abundance in love, abundance in spirituality, abundance in gifts, abundance in awakening, abundance in unconditional love, abundance in, so if somebody takes you out to lunch, that's an abundance thing. If you get a new grandbaby, that's an abundance thing, which happened to me 2 weeks ago. But if you anything that you feel there's lack of, or that you feel like there's scarcity, which that does not exist, but you can feel the abundance of it this week. So something that you've been really wanting for or hoping for or trying to manifest, you can receive that in abundance this week. It can be a business thing, it can be a relationship thing, it can be children thing, it can be anything in your life that you felt or feel like there's a lack of. Like say in creativity, you feel like, and then all of a sudden this week you get an abundance of it. So this week is going to be lots of abundance. The only thing is the number on this is 3 and 8, which is perfect because 333 means that your spirit guides and your ancestors are watching over you and they're with you, so you could get an abundance of that. You could feel like there's an abundance of them being around you. And also 888 is the number of abundance. So you might be seeing a lot of that this week because there is no lack. There is no scarcity. We create those boundaries. We create that. And so this week, Spirit's trying to tell you what you've been thinking you're lacking or what you've been thinking there's scarcity of doesn't exist. That's all in your head. So this week's going to be full of abundance, full of love, full of good things because the fall is coming, which is full of, and that's so crazy because the Hunter's Moon is a fall thing. So one of the signs obviously is going to be a full moon, which you're going to see a lot this week of because there is a full moon on Thursday. I think it's Thursday, August 31st. And I'm going to just list off some of the animals that are going to be anything with a fall scenery or fall background, which is going to be kind of a lot this week because fall is coming. Which I love fall. Fall's always been the new year for me. If you follow me and if you follow me for a long time, I don't feel like January is the new year for me. I feel like fall is. And there's I think again, I'm just going off the top of my head, so I don't have it, but I think there's some shamanism or witches stuff that feels like I'll list it later, but the fall is the new year. And I've always felt like fall is like a new year, like the new beginning or because to me in January it's winter and everything kind of dies, but in the fall and I know this is spring too, but in the fall to me everything changes colors and everything is beautiful and you have a different perception or perceive things differently, which is crazy because that was last week's card. So here's a list of the different animals that you're going to be able to see. So any kind of hunting scenery or any kind of that will also be a sign. So we have fall, a full moon, any kind of hunter's thing. And then there is a bear on this. There is elk. There's a reindeer, which is cool. Squirrels, fox, and a raccoon. And did I say deer? I can't remember. So lots of different colored leaves, any kind of fall thing. And again, a bear, a squirrel, a fox, a raccoon, reindeer, which I think is weird that they have a reindeer on there, but look, they do. A reindeer, and squirrels. So to me, any kind of like forest animal is going to work. Any kind of forest animal, which is awesome because that gives spirit awesome opportunity to show up for you, which I love. I love the cards that give spirit so much opportunity to show up for you. So there's going to be lots of signs and symbols this week. So I want you to look out for them. And this is every time you see these signs or these symbols or this forest or this fall or these animals or this hunters kind of thing, this is spirit letting you know that you do not lack. And there is enough success out there for everybody. There is no such thing as scarcity, and abundance is coming. You just have to perceive that your abundance is coming and know that it's coming. It's kind of like that manifesting. And this would be an awesome opportunity this week for your full moon ceremony to list what you're scared of, that there's scarcity in. List what you're afraid that you're not going to receive. Burn that, and then list all the things that you know are coming to you before the end of the year. So I love you guys so much, and I'm so grateful. This is also the last week of my connection class, so there's going to be some more stuff coming up this fall. So be aware of that. And I just can't go without telling you guys I love you so much, and I know that I'm here because of you, and I'm so grateful for you. You guys are like my biggest cheerleaders. So I will see you guys next week.